Welcome to the Caribou Data Science channel. This is the 9 p.m. edition of Midnight Madness. I haven't come up with, if you got a name for the new 9 o'clock sessions, but I can't really call it Midnight Madness because it's not midnight. As Jimmy Buffett might say, it's midnight somewhere in the world. Okay, so this Midnight Madness is for those who live someplace where it's currently midnight as of right now. Of course, before we begin, a couple big favors to ask. First of all, of course, click on that subscribe button for me there, okay? And then equally important, if not more important, click on the like button. And third and most important of all is, if you're in the background watching, stop by the chat session, say hi, tell me who you are, where you live in the world, and what your interest in data analytics is. But of course, thumbs up is very important, okay, very important, okay? Also mention this is the final session of the week. The next will be Monday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, okay? Now you might notice the bandages on my head here. Not to be too alarmed, I had some skin cancer removed from both my forehead today and my cheek. It was cancer, but if there's a such thing, okay, it was a less severe form of cancer. I don't think it's a type of cancer that could spread very rapidly, okay? But anyway, so that's what the bandages are for. And of course, being the trooper I am, on with the show, right? Okay. So where we left off was we created a. Did we finish? Did we actually make them pizzas? I don't know that. Let's see. Oh, so we did make the dim pizzas. Oh, good. What else do we have? So let's change this. Just for consistency's sake, let's just name the combined files. Dim, in fact, okay? So we got dim pizzas, we got dim calendars. Now we can't have dim orders, okay? So these are our combined order functions here. And it's going to be one row for each pizza, for each order, for each pizza order. And here you can see our pizza ID, okay? What we're interested in tonight here is really just the quantities, okay? So let's call this So now we're doing it with a more traditional model. Of course, we could also do a traditional model. We move our so we combine pizza and pizza types. Maybe what we need, just for the shits and giggles of all, maybe what we really need is a pizza data mart. What do you think? Should we create a separate database for our final tables here? Why not? New database. And we're going to call this SP. Okay. A rather long name, but that's okay. Spicy Pizza Data Mart. And what we're going to do is we're going to copy our finished fact and dim tables over to the new database. Okay, I need to make a quick check. Some of you are probably saying, yes, he's going to do SSIS. The guy, I can feel it in my bones. He's going to do it. Well, maybe not. Although one note about the sun, the sun is no joke. Okay, the sun can do a lot of damage. At the least it can do to you, it can increase your aging of your skin. the worst it can do is give you serious melanoma, which is a deadly serious disease. Okay, so you know what you say? Use a big floppy hat. Use lots of sunscreen on particularly on your face, your neck, and your back, and your ears. Okay, and of course, any exposed part of your body. Okay, if you go on system wearing shorts and tie-dye t-shirts, you know, put the sunscreen on your arms and your legs both. But you know, the sun is in the world we live in today. Skin cancer is a major concern. Okay, it's a major concern, justifiably so. Okay. Of course, this also means we have to make a new. You know, this is kind of interesting, and you're paying for a service, and it's barely even working. Okay, good. Okay, so let's try this. I wonder if you could do like a Control X, Control C, maybe. Is there actually a copy? Fortunately, there's not a copy function. That would be pretty funky, wouldn't it? Into oh, there's a spicy data marker. Good. Good. So there's one. Up here we're going to say dim pizzas. Let's just do this. Let's save ourselves the trouble of writing the name of the source and destination tables. Good. So now what we got to do is just copy the fact. I thought I had two fact tables, fact orders. Okay. Now I've got to copy our fact table over. Okay. Good. Now we could of course do some. Oh wow, really nice sky out there right now. The old saying, of course, is what? Red at night, settlers delight. That's also biblical, by the way. It's also in the Gospels. Sorry about that. There's just a really nice sunset out there. Of course, the old saying is what? Red at night, settlers delight. Red in morning, sailor's warning. So right now it's looking pretty good for tomorrow. We have a really nice red sunset. Okay. So now, as you can see, we now got our table set up here in our pizza in our pizza data mart. Now, essentially, what this does is it's going to make it easier for the stakeholders to create queries, because now the most they're going to deal with is three tables. Okay, the calendar table, the pizza table, and the orders table. Okay, and the fact table. Okay. There is, of course, no indexes, but that's all right. So what we're interested in tonight is, I think, is I have to tell you, I'm tempted to do a very that's just for this just for the crazy because we're so crazy. Let's do a quick SSIS, okay? I'm going to hate myself in the morning, but I just can't seem to resist it tonight. Okay, and that's not where we want that. It's got to be a way in the setup to tell where to put the data at. Documents. Okay. Local's fine. If I can remember how to do this, of course. Yes, I'm waiting. Data sources. New data source. Database. SQL Server. Connect. I don't know. This is kind of embarrassing. I don't remember. I don't remember what the database login name was. I don't think this is going to work, but we can authenticate. Let's see something here. Let's come back over here. Take a look back up here at our system database. Okay. Interesting. All right. That's an interesting question. Yeah. I never set up any new accounts on this, did I? Pizza shop. How can I not have any? Let's log out of this for a second. You know, I probably made a mistake getting distracted here. Stay tuned Monday 9 p.m. for a new session with SSIS, okay? We're gonna drive ourselves crazy trying to fix this up because I don't remember what the username was. Of course, I haven't set up a username, which is kind of odd. Okay, so let's come back over here now. Let's just use the calendar table to do some. You know what we really want to do? At some point, we want to calculate. We want to update the order table to include the total price. Okay. For each order. What does that do? Again, that makes it easier for the stakeholders to get information they need. If you have the total quantity sold for the order and the total order price, okay, quantity times price, you know, it's server name, location, David. So can I log in with just David? There's RIM. Now that could be again because I can log on to the server, but I don't have any access to any databases. But that's okay. Let's get back to analyzing the quantity sold by various calendar functions. Okay, in a day, and of course plot that as we go along. Okay, Tools, Azure Data Studio. Hang on, I gotta turn the air conditioning back on. Oh, very nice. Now all we gotta do is just so just for the sake of convenience, let's create a new notebook. So it's taken a moment to load the kernels. Okay, server, localhost, database. Of course I trust this. Connect. Good. What's it going to save it as, I wonder? A notebook. Now, I will mention again that there is, in fact, an extension that allows you to connect to SQL Server databases that works within VS Code itself. Okay, but let's come up. Uh, oops, beta 2. Come back up here. A lightning bug outside the window. Code cell. So let's just see if we actually are connected here. Let's try some here. Let's do a connection. How do we get a connection open? So I thought I already had them done. Okay, so there's that. I just want to check and make sure our stuff's available here. And there's our quantity sold. So, let's begin with a simple, shall we? Begin with a very simple thing here. Order date. We're only interested in the number of cents for the last 6 months of the year of the 2015. Okay. Order date. Oh, now we can have a bit of fun here. I'm thinking. Let's see. Quantity. So we're going to get the total quantity per day and the maximum quantity for an individual order, okay? I'm not quite sure how this works out as far as and this would be the average quantity per order. Now we'll come down here. Okay, so let's come back up here then. Let's do a cast. Okay, it's a little different. Let's make our let's alter the column to make it a date, not a date time. Once again, this is just so we won't get confused by it. It'll say with a couple extra strokes. Interesting, okay. Sometimes I think it forgets what database we're working with. So I don't think that's right. let's come back over here. Okay, I'm going to say the table in our order is okay, very good. Let's come back over, let's run this again. See if this is fixed. I can never remember where that goes. So now order date should now be just the date, right? There we go. And let's come up here to average. Let's just do a round of average. So this should be the total quantity sold by day, the minimum quantity sold, the maximum quantity sold, okay, and the average quantity. Now, well, that's interesting. Let's do, so the average quantity isn't very big. What about the minimum quantity? So we did a filter there, didn't we? So there's 3 orders. It's okay. Let's do something crazy. Let's create a view of this. Let's create the, now why a view? Oh, I don't know. Because we can. View. Okay. And just to make sure, let's do an order by order date. Oh. Interesting, okay. Never quite understood that. Good. Okay. Let's do a save. So now let's come down here. Code cell. Let's just count the number of rows. Okay, that didn't make a lot of sense, did it? Why do we only have one row in quantity sold? Oh, because we wanted to count the total number of rows, of course. Dave. Okay, good. So now we got our total quantity. But we're really only interested in. See, now the reason this is so much simpler is you don't have to worry about group by clauses, you don't have to worry about any aggregate functions, you don't have to worry about about orders. All you have to really worry about this at this point is dates. Okay. We noted average quantity isn't very exciting. Max quantity could be a little interesting. Minimum quantity is pretty meaningless. Let's start out with the total quantity. So what happens here? Does it give me the choice of X label is Okay. A couple big sales days. Thanksgiving continues to be a popular date, as well as October the 15th. So you come back up here like this, okay? Okay, so right now we're doing this. Total. Well, shoot. Since we're only doing 20 total quantity right here. What's this here then? So let's just go over here and put order date, comma. Okay. There's our rows. Where was the one I said date? So we can come back up here then. Okay. And say where order date is greater than. If I can type. Okay, so now we're going to look at the sales for the last 6 months. And we'll just leave this here, okay? So now let's come back over here. Let's see. Code cell. Now let's get a little more tricky here. Let's try, let's see. Select. Well, let's just take a quick look at average quantity, okay? This is kind of odd. Come back up here. Let's just copy this. This is starting to act like Grimm's computer a couple times. No, it's actually what is it up here? Quantity sold. Let's look at max quantity. Let's just start with that for the right time. We come back and add the data later on. So this is looking at this isn't very good. If you only sold 2 pizzas that day, that's not very good. So it doesn't make a lot of sense, does it? Huh. For the most part, most days the number of pizzas sold. Now this is kind of strange. Is this actually right? Huh. So we did a sum by day of quantity sold, didn't we? What was this? This is total quantity. Well, shouldn't total, no, max quantity would be the, would be the largest single order per day. Okay, the largest single order per day. Okay, then that makes perfectly good sense. This makes perfectly good sense. Okay. All right. This simply says that on average an order has 2 pizzas. All right. But sometimes you have some orders that are like 5 pizzas. You have a nice little string here of 3 pizzas. Okay. Doesn't appear to be any So when's this? Huh, okay. So you can see here that you have, for the most part, you're averaging 3 pizzas per day, okay? There are days, of course, when you really only have 1 pizza per order. Okay, so this would be the total number of pizzas per order. Okay, not the total per day, but the total per order, or the maximum pizzas for any single order. And for the most part, that's 2 pizzas per order, which is better than 1 pizza. Although you have a lot of days when there's only 1 pizza. Okay. And with that, my dear friends, I'm going to bring this session to a close. And I'll see you back over here Monday at 9 p.m. sharp. We're going to continue with our analysis of the pizza, of our spicy pizza shop numbers here. And I'm going to try to brush up on my SSIS connectivity strings here next week, okay? Because I apparently don't have any users set up for the for the database at this point. So anyway, thanks so much for your time, folks. Of course, as always, click the like button for me. Click that subscribe button for me. You got to get those subscribers back up. Of course, if you find this really useful, share the channel with a friend, okay? And I'll see you back here Monday night at 9 p.m. sharp, okay?